I'm Narc, say they love me, y'all. Let's see. I dropped this video the other day. It's called The Narc's New Supply is a Complete. The Narc's New Supply is a Complete. And it's something that I want to tell y'all while I'm sitting here. Ready to go to the store? Hold on. Let's go. You guys are supposed to be isolated. In the Narc's mind, you guys have been compartmentalized. You guys have your own compartments. So there's no reason why two objects should go into the same department. All right, so I'm just telling you that you have no reason to be interacting with the new supply. In the Narc's mind, you have no reason to interact with the new supply. You're out. You're out the game. Okay, they set you on the bench. They didn't eject you. For my ones that look at sports, they didn't eject you from the game. They didn't get you out of the game. So they didn't eject you. No, they just set you on the bench for a minute. All right, so that's where the water bottle come and they give the water bottle, put the Gatorade down your throat while you're sitting on the bench. That's the Hoover right there. All right. But let me, I have to drive a better point here. Let's go. That's not gonna work with the Narc. Okay, so that's why they keep you isolated. They keep you around everything and everybody. Mm-hmm. And it's not because it's a better relationship from what you were in. It's just that they don't want you to expose them by you even being a mutual friend, by you even saying two words to the new supply. In their minds, it could expose them. Yeah. This is the point that I want to make. Why is it in their minds that it can expose them? With the Narc, it's all about image. It doesn't matter if it's really going on. They just want it to look like it's really going on, right? They got it going on. All right. But when two people get together and they have something in common, and the only thing that you, as an old throwaway supply that got discarded, can have in common with the new supply is the Narc. In these weird ways. Because the new supply, they are not equipped. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be codependent empaths. They're not going to be anything that makes them happy. They want to do that to make the Narc happy. 9 times out of 10, they are not that person. Okay? They run into each other, people that's just like them all the time. All right? According to the books, I don't know if it's 1 in every 6 or 1 in every 4, but I disagree with both of those. I think it's more than that. All right, but getting back to the new supply, there's no reason why you and the new supply should talk at all in the Narc's mind. Because in their mind, they're so paranoid and schizophrenic to where they feel like the only thing, if you guys are getting along so well, you guys have been connected in a sense. And the only connection that you can have in common, the only thing you can have in common with the new supply is the Narc. That's how paranoid they are. Never mind the jobs, never mind the schools, never mind your growing up. Everything is about the Narc. Everything is about them and their mind and their grandiosity. Everything is about them. So you have no business interacting with anybody in their circle. That's how they look at it. Their objects are for them to use, okay? That's not for you. Now, when you start to use their objects for your benefit, and they know that's what you're doing, then you're going to be out the door, okay? So it's best to just be out the door, anyway, because, they're not calculated. They don't coach their flying monkeys on anything. All they say is stuff like whatever happens between us, whatever happens in the 4 walls of the house stays in the 4 walls, or stays in the house. Whatever happens between us, stay between us. But yet they go in front of your family and friends and humiliate you, talk about you, all this kind of stuff. But look, I'm just telling y'all, listen. You have no business interacting with the new supply. If the new supply comes back to interact with you and you talk to them and you tell them what you have come up with and the fact that they're a narcissist, or even you don't even have to say that they're a narcissist. You should just say that, look, they have a lot of toxic behaviors that I don't necessarily, agree with or I can't tolerate. So that's why I didn't work out with them. The first thing the new supply is going to do is go back and tell them. That's why I say you're going to cause a narcissistic injury. They're going to go back and tell them. And the first thing the narc is going to think is, why are you talking to them in the first place? They're not going to ask the, well, yeah, they probably will question the new supply. Like, why did you reach, like, why did you message such, or why did you add, or why did you call such and such in the first place? You know, they'll make you hate that you even told them in the first place. Now, look, I talked to your ex, and they said this and this and that. That's their game. They have to keep you isolated. If they don't keep you isolated, you guys are going to get together and figure some stuff out. And you're going to have what they call a bash party on a narc. That's a huge injury. Do you know what results in a narcissistic injury? Let me tell you. On the worst of the worst that I've seen, one lady said she got shot. So I done had a gun in my head and a knife to my throat. I done had that stuff. I done been stumped down through the ground, right there in the driveway. Wake up the next morning, now I was numb when it happened. When I got my ass whooped outside, I was numb. I'm just telling you, I was numb. I woke up the next morning in pain, like my body was everything. I'm like, dang, I didn't feel nothing. But at the same time, I was drinking. Wine and spirits come take over you. You know what I mean? It was that kind of thing. So this is what I'm saying. You're gonna cause a narcissistic injury, and if you don't know what you're dealing with, you don't know, man, when that demon come out, it comes out. I have this stuff on my page, on my channel. I tell you guys all kinds of parts to narcissism. I'm not just a narcissistic fanatic or anything. I'm more of a spiritual, being, because I try to detect this stuff so that I don't have to waste my time with them. I already know what they're about. My spirit doesn't intertwine with them, and that's what I'm gonna step forward, and that's what I'm gonna bank on. I'm not banking on my flesh anymore. I'm not banking on my two eyes anymore. It's this eye and what my spirit was deep down within me. All right, I'm not saying they love me. I gotta go to the store, y'all, but I just wanted to tell you, you have no business talking to the new supply. Don't even try it, because the only thing that the new supply is gonna do, even if you ask them to keep it confidential between you and them, they're gonna go back and tell the narc. You don't want the narc to one up you. All right, especially if you have to tolerate them. It doesn't matter as much if you don't have to tolerate them, but if you do have to tolerate them, you have kids with them, anything like that, you don't want them to one up you. So just keep that to yourself. All right, I hope I dropped this video in time to save a lot of y'all. All right, you keep that. That's for you to know and for them to find out. Peace. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Narcs hate they love me. Y'all like, share, subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000, y'all, man. I'm trying to go live with y'all on here on YouTube. All right, so peace, y'all. I love y'all. Peace.